Hello everyone, welcome to part 3. In this part, we will talk about components of a database management software. Database management software includes some of the components such as database engine, data definition, data manipulation, application generation, and also data administration. So let's look at each of them in more detail. Database engine is the heart of a database management software. It is responsible for data storage, manipulation, and retrieval. It also converts logical requests from users into the physical equivalents, such as reports, and by interacting with a component of the database management software. Let's say, for example, a marketing manager wants to see a list of top 3 salespeople in the Southeast region. So a database engine interacts with the data manipulation component to find out where are these 3 names are being stored, and then display them on the screen or in a printout format. Data definition is another component which creates and maintains the data dictionary. Any type of changes to a database structure can happen, such as adding or deleting field and also changing the field size and data types. Another component is data manipulation. It is used to modify, retrieve records from a database. Typically, this can be done by using a query language, and we call that structured query language, which is a standard 4th-generation language that consists of an English-like script. And we use these scripts to be able to manipulate the data. Another way to manipulate the data is also called the structured query by example, or QBE. You request data from a database by constructing a statement made of a query form. In this way, most of the databases they have GUI version. You don't have to actually remember the keywords to be able to do it. So you can use the QBE form, and that will create the SQL commands in the background. So you can request your data from a database by actually using a QBE query by example, using a GUI kind of a drag and drop format. Another component is application generation. The application generation is being used to design elements of an application using a database, such as the data entry screens, the menus, and also the reports. So if you are designing an order entry application for the users, you could use the application generation component to create a menu system that allow users to be able to use that menu to make it easier for him or herself. Another component is data administration, which is being used by IT professionals and database administrators. This part can be used for some tasks such as backup, recovery, security, and updating. So in large organizations, database design and manipulation can be handled by database administrator. The database administrator is also responsible for establishing security measures to give users access right control. Also develop recovery plans in case of a disaster happens. And also can evaluate for backup and performance. Also, he's responsible for actually making sure that the database is up to date and has applied the patches that it needs to. So basically, he's responsible for adding and fine-tuning the database functions as well. This is a very high-level job in the organization, because the database administrator has to make sure that the database is up and running. And if something happens to the database, he's responsible for making sure, it can be retrieved, the data can be retrieved and can be recovered. And this is a very high level position, and also they pay very well in the IT sectors.